This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to downtown Minneapolis at Huntington Bank Stadium, the home field of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Sooners will kick this deep to begin the game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. On the ground. He's past the marker and still going. He's found some room with the 45. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He'll bring it out from his end zone.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rank.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He could go. First down and more. He's still running. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. Inside the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A long-distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Minnesota offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Throwing off play action. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incomplete, so it's second down in 10. Gives it to the back. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit.
The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. To 30. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds his target. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
The Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
1st down, looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. Breaks into the clear. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. The pass rush closing in. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Fires quickly to the left. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule to catch, a big gainer.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Golden Gophers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. He lets it go. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass is caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his target, and it's complete. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. He's going to hand this off.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
So on 3rd and short, they elect to go for the deep ball, and they fail to connect. Now they've got a very tough decision ahead of them on 4th down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking to throw it again. Dumps it off to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking right. This one caught. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Golden Gophers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Minnesota. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Play action here on 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. Picks it up himself and still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like...
Touchdown, Sooners, as they put 6 more on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now, can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Minnesota offense takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. On 1st down, it's play action. They'll try a pass here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he heads it out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch!
That's man-to-man coverage. It's pretty good coverage, but the quarterback puts the ball away from the defender near the sideline where the receiver can go over and make a play.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Oh, what a grab! And big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Golden Gophers line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Some hard running there through a tackle. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the...
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. What a move, and he's free. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
And this pass is on target, caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. Caught on the outside. It's Downs. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Sooners offense is back on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the 3rd quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they pick up the first on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on overlap.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The receiver makes the catch. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Has a path to the end zone, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the 1st play. Let's see if they can do better here. On the move now. Catch made on the right side.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gain nothing on the play.
It's a good job here to be able to catch that ball, but let's give credit to the defense for making that play.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a 3rd down stop.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Golden Gophers with 1st and 10 here. They keep him off bounds with a run. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And we're able to get him down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run.
Football comes out. The defense has got it. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display. There are a whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for a man. Pass caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. It's almost an extension of their passing game.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this first down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And they bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
He escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Just when you think there might be a chance for this defense to get off the field, how about this quarterback finds another way to extend this drive, this time with his legs, to keep the ball and keep working that clock.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And they've got him on the blitz.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw yet again. Caught in the backfield. It's downs. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Going for his running back. He's got it, enough for a first down. Breaking free at the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Looking to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, and the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. From the 12-yard line, it's second and long now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Dump off caught by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a two-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains. But we're not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To throw, it's Carter. And the trick play doesn't fool him on 3rd down. 4th down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it and try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Grinding away on the ground. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.